You're with JustStocks. I'm Andrew Scott, speaking this morning with Wayne Heili from Peninsula Energy. Wayne, morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well, Andrew.
But Wayne, spell out for us right at the start here, 2024, what are the big plans? What's the ambition for Peninsula Energy?
Well, I think if you just go right down to the fundamentals, everything we're doing in 2024 is getting us ready for a production restart at the end of the year. What an exciting thing. I mean, we are getting a new plant facility designed and built, so that we can be an end-to-end uranium producer, unlike Peninsula of the past, where we relied on third parties to process materials for us. We're gonna be able to bring that all in-house in 2024. The fun thing now, the stage where we're at, we've raised the funding. We're ready. We're finishing the design and getting ready to break ground. We have a lot of drill rigs out in the well fields preparing for production. We're going to get a really nice head start in 2024, so that at the end of the year, when the plant is ready, we're going to come out of the gate strong. So it's a big year.
Wayne, remind us about the resource and its growth potential.
The Lance projects have currently defined about 54 million pounds of resources, making it really the largest uranium development project in the United States. Nobody else is working on a singular project with as much uranium resource, but that's just tapping, scratching the surface, really, just getting going. We have three areas. We have the Ross area, the Kendrick area, and the Barber area in the Lance projects. And the Barber area is probably 2/3 of the overall area, even though there's three projects. Barber is mostly inferred resources, close to 32 million pounds of inferred resources. And those resources need to be drilled to closer drill hole spacing. When we do that, we've always been able to, in the past, expand the resource, bring it to a higher level of confidence, but also a higher quantity. And the exploration target on the Lance projects overall is regarded by the geologists, based on past experience, to be 100 million to 160 million additional pounds. So while we sit with 50 plus million pounds, this could one day develop into a 200 million pound project, because it's a district scale project with tremendous growth potential.
Just remind us, Wayne, where does the Dagger project fit?
Well, we acquired the Dagger project and announced it in late in 2023, and the market's not paid a lot of attention to it. So I greatly appreciate that you've asked the question. Dagger is a companion to Lance, and it sits about 20 kilometers to the north of our process facilities at Lance, to the northeast. It's in a slightly different geological context. It has twice the grade of uranium as the Lance projects do. So we're really excited about the prospect of developing it. We came out with an initial resource, about 7 million pounds, 6.9 million pounds of inferred resources. This year, we're putting drill rigs on the project. We're going to do some confirmatory drilling with the hopes to upgrade the quality of the resource from inferred to measured and indicated, and possibly expand the resource. We're continuing to work in the area because we think, at such a close distance, this is an excellent opportunity to build a satellite plant, what we call in the industry, and that's really what we presently have at Ross, at our Ross projects, is a satellite plant. But we'll build one up at Dagger. We'll ship resins to Ross, and we'll be able to expand our production capacity in that means, or that's certainly a part of the business plan look for the future. So Dagger was a great addition that we brought in. We brought 7 million pounds, giving us a global resource of over 60 million pounds as a company. We're excited about that.
You brought up the subject of funding at the start. Wayne, talk us through your enterprise value and how you compare with your peers.
Well, we have a present market cap of around 275 million Australian dollars. And that's pretty much on the low side of what peers in similar positions to us have. And look, we've traveled a very difficult journey over the second half of 2023. I think we navigated that journey very well, and we came out looking, smart at the end of 2023 with the capital raise. We brought $60 million into the company with a placement and a share purchase plan. We also have, along with that plan, offered a half option for every share that was issued in the placement and SPP. Those half options or those options in total have the ability to bring another $40 million to the company over the course of the next 12 months. They're a short fuse on expiry. We've been seeing good exercise of the options already because the strike price is 10 cents. We've been trading 13, 14 cents. They've been in the money from day one. We brought in a lot of very happy new investors for the company with that capital raise. But what that did, is solidified the one thing that investors wanted to see from us. They wanted to make sure that we had the financial wherewithal to proceed to production. And that's what the purpose of that capital raise was. We raised the money to build the plant and put the project back into production in 2024.
And Wayne, why do you reckon now's a good time for investors to gain exposure to uranium?
Well, uranium prices have been really at one of the strongest points I've seen in my 35-year career. So, somebody will say, is it too late? I'm going to say absolutely not. It's not too late to get into uranium. The supply demand fundamentals, the global geopolitical instability, the shifting of Western nations towards Western supply, and the isolation of other nations who have been major suppliers is creating such a strong tailwinds for the uranium space that I think uranium should hit an all-time high in 2024. It's not there yet. It's got a little bit of reach to go before, we're talking about pricing right now around $103 a pound, but an all-time high being north of 135. Every uranium company, every uranium producer who's got the abilities to capitalize on that, by producing in the near term, should see very strong tailwinds for their stocks. It's a great time to look at those.
Great to have you on JustStocks this morning. Wayne, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Andrew.